Chapter 6, Section 3, Voting Behavioral Models. The expansion of voting rights has theoretically made the United States more democratic, but in practice there is a difference between who can vote and who does vote. Traditionally, young adults have voted in far smaller numbers than have older adults. Likewise, minority groups tend to vote in smaller numbers than white people. The motivations for voting are complex. A person is far more likely to vote, for example, if that person is interested in a particular campaign, has strong feelings of civic responsibility, and believes voting can lead to a positive outcome. To help describe how people weigh various factors when making voting decisions, political scientists have created a number of voting behavior models. Retrospective voting is a theory that voters may make voting decisions based on the past performance of a candidate or party. If those in office have kept their promises, voters may be more inclined to vote for them again. Often, in periods of strong economic growth, voters who have benefited financially will vote for the current party in power. In 1980, Ronald Reagan asked the famous question, "Are you better off than you were 4 years ago?" The question challenged voters to think about their economic well-being. Because the economy was quite weak in 1980, many realized they wanted change and elected Reagan as president. In contrast, prospective voting is a theory that voters decide based on predictions of how a candidate or party will likely act once elected. Voters compare the political values, campaign promises, and party platforms of the various candidates, and then vote for the candidate whom they are most likely to benefit from after the election. In economics, to explain consumers' purchasing decision, analysts sometimes use a rational choice model. If a consumer has $1 to spend, he or she tries to get the best possible return for that dollar. Similarly, political scientists use the rational choice voting model to describe voting behavior. With only one vote to cast in any given election race, a citizen tries to get the best return for that vote. In the rational choice voting model, a voter considers the various candidates and their positions and then votes for the candidate whose platform will likely give the voter the most favorable outcome. For many citizens, the election environment is complicated due to the number of races, candidates, and issues. Researching the candidates and the issues takes considerable time. Nevertheless, most citizens want to cast meaningful votes. To achieve this goal, voters sometimes take shortcuts. The most common shortcut is vote based on party affiliation. Strictly using political party identification to make voting decisions is called party line voting, also known as straight ticket voting. For example, if a person casts a ballot for only Republicans or for only Democrats, the person is using party line voting or straight ticket voting. Since the 1960s, more voters have adopted split ticket voting, the practice of voting for candidates from different political parties during an election in which multiple offices are being decided. For example, a split ticket voter may vote for a Republican candidate for the House of Representatives and also vote for a Democrat for the Senate.